anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Virginia Tech's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can... make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They work. To the 35-yard line, it's a gain of 5. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like,
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Drones. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Hawkins. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the 1st quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they got him at the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Unleashes it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Drones. He's got his man across the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on.
Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier set. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 57 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Drones. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. I like this taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Drones. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. On the move at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on second down. Toss to the outside. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds him out of the backfield. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Trying to run, it's Hawkins. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on it. And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Power football with the run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Dropping back, it's Groves. Gets it to the back. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think
he lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could pop out and fall to the ground.
well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. And the ball is free on the pitch.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball in the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Sellers. Trying to set up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. He'll do it himself. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Spits it out to the back. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That last completion sets him up on second down. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Slips away. trying to get rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up any yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Grabbed in the middle. It's Selden. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Got his man. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And you know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. And I think his lost one deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line. A red zone chance. The Hokies have taken it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for 2. Pushes toward the goal line. He is stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and this late in the game, you just have to kick it and take the lead. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. He was off to the races and maybe another step or 2 and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. It's good. And they've regained the lead. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.